Hi, I'm Jesse Calhoun. I'm here with Cynthia Fuller today, and her podcast is called Focus on Albany, right? Mm-hmm. And we're just going to have a little discussion about what she's been doing and all that. So thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Definitely. When did you start doing your podcast?
December of 2012.
December 2012.
It was right before the legislative session started.
Right. Mm-hmm. Turn this off. And why did you, what made you jump into it? What made you start?
Well, I was listening to the radio one day, and I was listening to talk radio, and the person who I was listening to talked about creating a radio network. So then I thought, there really is no network or show or anything on the radio pertaining to state government. So that's why I did it, and I concentrate on state government as well as city and county of Albany.
Cool. So it really sounds like you kind of felt like you were filling a void where there wasn't much discussion.
And you know, the thing is, as I go along, I feel more and more comfortable with the fact that I think I am filling a void.
Yeah, that's really great. Are there some moments that really jump out to you as just kind of, that were like highlights of doing it so far that you really liked?
Yeah, I've done actually I enjoyed doing the debate with you and Joe and Teresa. That was good.
Yeah, that was really fun. She's talking about, we did a mayoral debate on her show, and it was just really interesting. That's something I definitely wanted to talk to you about, just your take on the local elections and the media, like regular media versus what you do, and you know, where did you go for news, and just what's your whole perspective on that?
Actually, well, talking about the election, I think the jury is out. I'm going to wait to see what happens as far as, you know, how the new elected officials are going to do. Mm-hmm. But, you know I got a lot of listeners to my interview with Corey. I got a lot of listeners with my interview with Kathy, and a number of listeners with the debate with you and Teresa.
Yeah, that's interesting. So the jury's out. We're just going to kind of see what they're doing. I kind of feel the same way. Like, I hope for the best with them, and you know, we'll see what they do.
Actually, how did you do in the election?
Oh, I did okay. You know, I got almost 1,000 votes. I was pretty happy with that. You know, it was my first time ever throwing my hat in the ring. So, you know, the people that I met and all the alliances that I made, I felt really good about, and they'll still be around if we do anything else.
What I like about the Blog Talk Radio is, I think internet radio is an up-and-coming thing. I think eventually what you hear on the airways now will be ancient history within the next few years. And I've talked to people who listen to just internet radio, and it's still not a wide-known concept in this area, meaning the Capital District. Mm-hmm. But I feel that by doing what I'm doing, I'm trailblazing. I'm making people aware that there's other things that they could listen to rather than the mainstream media or reading stuff on the internet. Because the one good thing I think about what I do is I read the paper like many people, but if I see something in the paper, then I will call that person or contact that person, ask them if they want to be interviewed, so that in their own words, they could tell their side of the story.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really valuable thing, because a lot of places will spin or edit or really clip things down a lot.
Right.
And you can really give an honest account of what they're saying. I found that too through what I was doing when I was doing New York Liberty Radio on the Blog Talk, that you can really do a little more honest reporting, which is cool.
And the other thing is, You don't have a boss to answer to, right?
Yeah, you're your own boss too.
And the other thing I like about Blog Talk Radio is the fact that you could target your audience.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, like if I interviewed you on my show, you would share it with all your contacts. They would share it with all their contacts. And it would be very targeted.
Yeah, it spreads in a different way, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
For people who don't know what Blog Talk Radio is, let's talk a little bit about
Okay.
that. Like, blogtalkradio.com, a lot of people don't know how easy it is. That's one that when I first started using it, I didn't realize just how easy it was to start your own podcast. You know, it's neat. I mean, how's it been
Anybody
for you?
can do it. Anybody could create their own radio show. If they have an issue that they're concerned about, and if you interview people or just go on and talk yourself, you create the show, you share it with your contacts, and that's how word spreads.
Yeah. It's cool. It's like all you need is the internet and a phone, and
That's
you can run
right.
it. The switchboard
That's
is all
right.
there. You don't need any, $1,000 worth of
Right.
equipment.
Except for the fact when I interviewed you and I screwed up with the phone that day.
That's all right. I figured out. I had my own Blog Talk thing, so I
Yeah.
figured out how to get on
Yeah.
there. So, So what have been some of the big things that you've taken away from the experience? Is there anything that you're going to try to do next that you haven't done before, or what's
Well,
next
you
for the
know,
show?
as time goes by and different events happen, it gives me ideas like it's too late now for Black History Month, and I'm not really prepared for Women's History Month. So next year in February, what I want to do is find out who the movers and shakers have been in the Black community in Albany, interview them, and the same thing in March. And I have the ability to do both the state legislature and the city of Albany. And one of the things that I'd like to do, and I'm going to work on it within the next couple of days, is contact Senator Kirsten Gillibrand.
Okay.
Call her office and see if she would be willing to be interviewed, and have her talk about her grandmother. I mean, her grandmother was like a powerful force in Albany. And not many people, they know the name, but they don't know exactly what she did. So I think it would be a great, great show.
Interesting. Well, cool. When you do that, let me know, and
Okay.
I'll spread the word about it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's basically it. But I just really appreciate you coming and
Okay,
talking.
thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Cynthia.